How would you feel if you knew that your organ helped save someone else's life? What if one of your loved members got into an accident and they needed an organ? What if there was no organ available for them? How would you feel? What would you do? How would you act? In that very moment, how would you be like? 18 people die per day waiting on organ transplants. And 90% of Americans say that they support organ donations, but only 30% actively donate organs. Of that 30%, 3% are Asians. 3%. These Asian minority groups, they're not in favor of donating organs because of misconceptions and the uncertainties that they have in donating organs. In this speech, I'll be talking about how Asian Americans aren't aware of the high demands of organs and the impacts of it, about how the Asian American cultural beliefs and superstitions cause them to shy away from donating organs, and how they're at a disadvantage for donating organs because of external factors such as poverty or insecurities of their health and image in society. So point one, they're unaware of the high demands of organ donors and the importance of them. In 2013, data from organdonor.gov shows that about 29,000 people out of about 123,000 people survived because of organ donors, organ transplants. And of that about 29,000, 1,439 were Asians. Only about 1,500 out of 29,000 were Asians who donated. Now, these parents, these traditional Asian parents, they confine themselves in their own little box. They restrict from going outside this box and learning about things in the community, things to better the people, their neighbors. They stick to this strict Asian belief of that they rule the household and that they should not go outside the box. They should just focus on what's inside their homes. But that's not it. They should focus on the community around them too and the people in need of organs. These people must help the child explore what's outside of the world and become knowledgeable. They must be role models for the kids and society, especially a role model in the Asian minority group. Now there's a monk family that was a role model, as I explained here. Christian's family. Christian, an 8-year-old boy who loved to play the piano. He dreamed to become a fireman and or a police officer to help others, to serve others. He had such dreams. And one cold morning, Christian died of a brain problem. Although his parents were Asians and did not want to donate the donors because of Christian's love to achieve his dream, and he was such a bright kid, they decided to donate 5 of his organs to help the children like him achieve their dreams as well. This family set an example, a great example, of what it means to help others, especially help children such as Christian to achieve their dreams. So, parents should, instead of being confined in their own box and not becoming aware of what's happening outside them, they should take a look into that. Point 2, minorities, the Asian group, they don't donate because of cultural and religious superstitions or beliefs. In 1992, Panyia found that reasons that Asian Americans were not donating was because the removal of an organ violates holiness of the deceased, and because they wanted to be buried whole, how they came in should go as it was. Now, some people abide to this rule or this superstition so strongly that it affects their morals, and that's not a good thing. Morals should be that you want to save other people's lives, you want to help them. Now, how I personally experience this is how my parents believe that we should not donate our organs, because if you donate your organs or take it out, whatever, in your afterlife, once you die, you'll be a lost and wandering spirit, just roaming around in the spirit world, and you won't reincarnate. And that's just what we believe. Now, if you think about it, if you see your child lying on deathbed, what would you do? I ask my parents that. If I was dying on a bed and I had to get a transplant, but there was no organ transplants ready for me, what would they do? Would they just let me die? What would they do? And so they said, of course they do anything in their power to save me. They would even donate their own organ, even if that means violating one of the traditions or superstitions that if you donate your organ, you'll be a lost soul in the afterlife. Point 3, Asian minorities are at disadvantage to donate. And that's because of poverty, that's because of the potentially organ-destroying diseases that are found in Asians. Let me go more into detail on that. So in February 2013, minorityhealth.gov, website, found out that Asian minorities have higher rates of potentially organ-destroying diseases and have less access to health care. Now, what does this mean? You have no health care. Of course, you're more prone to get diseases and become sick, which causes you not to be able to donate. And it goes on from there. All these aspects could be because of there's lack of health services, there's lack of knowledge, there's barrier between language and income, and much more. Statistics even show that there's a 46% of increase in poverty from 2002 to 2010 in the Asian population. There was one time when I was at work and advertising insurance at Monk Village, and I met this old lady who had a booth, a vendor full of herbal medicines. Now this lady, she looked really tired, and I was there advertising. We were next to each other. I asked her, "How are you doing today?" And she said she was okay, she was tired. I asked her if she had insurance, because I was there to advertise insurance, and she said no. Out of curiosity, I asked why. She said it's because she doesn't have paperwork in the United States to get insurance. And even if she did, she didn't have the money to cover it all. Because they're low income, and they're just merely in poverty, just trying to survive off the herbal medicines. Now this shows that in the Asian population, there's low income, poverty. All these external factors can affect the ability to donate in the U.S. Now, all in all, there are many. These are the reasons why Asian Americans might not want to donate. Not knowledgeable of it. They believe in superstitions, which cause them to not donate, or they're at a disadvantage to donate. And there are many external factors that can cause them to be at a disadvantage, as I explained earlier. Now, in conclusion, all these factors can affect their donation ability, and they all must be open-minded and not let their beliefs so strongly drive them of their morals. One would not know what kind of miracle, how great the miracle it is to have someone's life saved by having an organ transplant. Like I said, if you see a child on a deathbed, what would you do? Would you abandon your superstitions and belief of your religion and save them? Would you donate your own organ? What would you do if it was your child? Christian, and his family donated his 5 organs, which saved many lives. That is the greatest gift of all, the gift of life. Help donate organs.